Hey, what's up everybody? Finally got another whiskey video for you guys. It's been over a year. I didn't expect it to take so long, but you know, it is what it is. I do have to put some little quantifiers, some little notes about these on here. I've had these samples for about 10 months now, which is a long freaking time. Like I say, I had no idea it would take me so long to get to these. So that, I mean, I haven't opened the bottles at all, the samples, but of course they've been exposed to air. I have no idea how old the original bottles are in terms of when they were opened, probably over a year ago, around a year ago. So my impressions that I get from these videos may not at all be similar to what you'd get from a neck pour or a fresh bottle at all. I mean, it very well could be completely different. So you do have to keep that in mind. But if you do keep that in mind, at least you're getting something at least somewhat accurate for if you have these bottles. What will you get if you let them sit? If you don't like them when you start, you know, what will you have there? Of course, everything is subjective with whiskey tasting. Everybody's going to have a slightly different experience. But, so these are not fresh bottles, not really at all. But a year, I mean, that's still in range where, yeah, we'll be alright. Other than that, that's basically it. Like I say, I'm just going to do one video at a time, I think, for right now. So we'll start with this one. It is Woodford Reserve Historic Barrel Entry, 90.4 proof, which is about 45.3% alcohol by volume. So not super high, definitely higher than 40, but not super crazy. And that should be hopefully tolerable for me as I come back in. I just ate, so hopefully it won't hit me too hard for what it is. I don't have quite a full 50 ml either. I went kind of light because I don't really want to get hosed right now at all. And again, I don't know what I'll be able to tolerate. But this is what it looks like. There you can see it's fairly dark. It's got like kind of like, I don't know if you'd call it caramel or if it's a little too dark for that even, but it's definitely dark. I do not believe this is like a NCF or anything like that. It does have some legs on it. It's definitely got some legs. They're not like super prominent, but they're always there. I mean, when I poured this, it was immense. So yeah, and it's not very clear either. So, and this time I'm actually using just a straight regular Glencairn. It's not a branded one, like a distillery one. The lighting on this thing, it's ridiculous. I'm doing this video like way later than I wanted to. I've been messing with my computer for like 6 freaking hours straight. I don't want to even still be up right now, but I wanted to do this while I had the chance. So I'm behind schedule, but this nose is interesting. It's got little hints of vanilla. I'm gonna take a second before I start. Ooh, like lingers. There, I got like a hit of like banana bread, some vanilla. It's a little smoky. It almost has this. I don't know how you describe it. It smells like old wooden floorboards, you know, like an old cabin or something. That's what it kind of reminds me of, or like a really old piece of furniture that's wood. It's kind of got that smell to it. Just has this almost slightly ashy quality to it on the nose. There's definitely a bit of spice presence. I can't really pinpoint exactly what we're looking at here, but keep from going to sleep. Excuse me. It's got a little bit of it's not terribly fruity. It almost has a more, it's just like an earthy kind of nutty, woody quality. Yeah, I really wonder what this would have been like on a fresh, in terms of the aromas. Yeah, there is a little bit of like a strawberry kind of fruity, just a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, wait a second, because yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's just it almost has a let's see here. Kind of smells like vegetables more than fruit, if that makes sense. You know, it smells like being out in like a cornfield or something. It's kind of an interesting aroma. There's maybe like a little bit of cinnamon, but not really that much. Maybe like dried fruits, you know, it's not like anything, yeah, it's not anything crazy, but just getting a lot of that kind of mature wood scent. So yeah, I'm already 7:45 into this, so I'll start tasting it. See here, because again, I don't have quite a full 50 mils, so I'll take fairly small sips, I think. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while, so we'll see how it goes. My eyes water a little bit. It's got some heat on it. Definitely, especially on the finish. That warmth is really hugging the back of my mouth and in my throat even. It actually tastes a little sweet as well, which is kind of interesting. It has a blueberry kind of, you know, like if you ever had like a blueberry flavored drink, it's kind of like that. Not like obviously to the same extent, but a little bit of vanilla. There is more cinnamon on the palate than on the nose. There's no question. It's very warm. Very, very warm. I'm getting hit by things that that are there and then disappear too quickly for me to think in my head what they are. Especially before the finish, it was like, what is that? What is that? But I can't just hold it forever. Let me take a little sip of water, actually. I'll try to make this about 20 minutes. Just go a little slower for the first time. back. Yeah, that really. Interesting. Yeah, it's warm. It's warm. I'm surprised. I mean, it's not bitter, it's just warm. It's hard to describe. But that was actually a little larger sip than I expected to take. This thing definitely has that shooting action in the legs. Look at that. Yeah, it's definitely got some legs on it. Okay. A lot of grain, bready notes. That wasn't quite as hot, probably because I had just had a little bit of water. It's been a while before then since I had anything else. It really numbs my tongue though, like it really just covers it and coats it with this tingly numbness. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I got a lot of like grain notes, a little bit of that kind of ashen, like woodiness. It's hard to describe, but it's almost like a like cooking over coals. Should I drink a little more? Nah, I'll just leave it for now. I'm getting a little tired, guys. But yeah, it just has this extremely earthy quality to it. It feels like it's completely just natural elements. Just wood, berries, a little bit of vanilla and cinnamon, and just bread, grain. You know, it's just tastes like really strong, like wheat bread kind of. Like it would be a good pairing with like a really good sandwich with good bread and maybe some good cheese on it too. I feel like that would work well with this. I mean, again, there are spices. I can't tell you what they are exactly. It is called Woodford, so yeah, wood. There's definitely wood presence. It's curious. Yeah, there's just. Yeah, I didn't get as much warmth with that one. Which again, like I said, that might be because I had some water too. But yeah. Oh, excuse me. That's what whiskey does to you. But there is a little bit of. There is corn. Now that I like kind of think that there is kind of that corn. Yeah. I'm gonna have to give another taste here and we'll see if I can pick that out again. There's the heat. Yeah, there it is again. Yeah. There is that corn. Really? Wow, that was I got a really good note that I can't describe. Just really fresh. Which is funny because it's it's been exposed to air for so long, but it has this just fresh, earthy quality to it. I can just feel in my body the warmth of this. It really, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I'm. There are definitely spices too. I can't tell you for sure. Unfortunately, this is what I'll say is it's like a cozy drink, if that makes any sense. This is good for just, kind of. I feel like this honestly is almost something that deserves to be paired with a good meal. I feel like that would be where it would be at its strongest. Like I say, make yourself a really high quality sandwich and eat it with this. Or maybe even some soup on the side with it. That could really work very nicely. I think it would complement it very well. Yeah, it's interesting. But that warmth, it really, I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like, it's not really a bad thing. But this is maybe the warmest I've ever had. I mean, I'd have to go back and look at some of my old videos that I did. Of course, I won't be able to glean more than just words, but this really, for me, like, it just, that warmth is enveloping. It really is. So let's finish it up here. There are definitely spices that contribute, I think, to that warmth. It almost has a little bit of a black tea note to it, interestingly. Got a little bit of that on that last one. Yeah, just very, very natural, earthy qualities. It doesn't taste like... Because there are other whiskeys I've had where it tastes like... You almost get like a sense that it's almost like a processed, like, fruity type drink, like a juice that's processed or something like that, like fruit, or like Snapple apple type stuff, or something, like, along those lines. This is like an extremely just earthy, natural taste. So yeah, it's really not bad. Like I say, I got enough in the sample bottle. I really wonder, if you pair this with a good meal, that could really be killer. It really could be. Wow, yeah, it's actually really not bad. Really not bad. And 45%, it's not too strong, but it's that, it kind of makes me wonder, like, if this was 40% just flat, would you get that same amount of warmth? Probably not. I don't know for sure, but I assume not. I don't think so. But yes, that's an interesting one. So for what it is, you know, I don't know what it goes for. I'll have to look on in terms of prices. I don't imagine it's something that I can readily get. I've sure as hell never seen it. I was in a couple of my liquor stores in the area recently, and I didn't see any of these things. Even one I'd never been to before. I gotta go to that superstore again. I mean, that's where, in my area, that's the best you're gonna find, is that store. And see, but in terms of bourbons and stuff that I've seen, I mean even just anything, Irish whiskey, they only got like this stuff that you see everywhere. You know, it's not really that special. Sometimes they get some scotch that I'm surprised they have, but that's about the extent of it. So, yeah. Well, in any event, 21 minutes. I went a little over my time, but I will say, from my impressions here, it's really not bad. It's really not bad. Like I say, if you want something that just has this really natural, earthy quality, give it a try. And if you have this, of course, this is not a fresh pour at all. Let me know if you've ever had this before, if you stumble onto this video. What did you think of this when it was fresh? Did you get any of the same impressions that I did in terms of just that heat, that warmth, just the overwhelmingly natural, bready quality to it? I'd be curious to know in terms of like the wood notes, but and if you could pick up spices better than I can, you know, that might be something to look into as well. But yeah, so I don't know exactly. Probably a week from now I'll put up the next one. I'm not going to record it right now. Probably next weekend as well. I got to get out of here because it's late. As you can see, the sun's already coming up. Like, oh my god. At least I don't have to be up because it's the weekend, so whatever. I'll just have to overcorrect for myself. But yeah, that's what happens when you have to mess with your computer for freaking 6 hours straight. But hey, I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, just let me know what you think. And next time, should have one more out for this month, and then probably a couple other videos, and then back to whiskey. So that's what will be next. So in any event, catch you guys later.